Good morning and welcome to Stavanger, Norway. After the war, old Stavanger was to be rebuilt with modern structures in concrete, but instead the city council voted to have the wooden buildings restored, and later the city has received many awards for their preservation of what they call Gamle Stavanger. What is a top modern building is this, Sørmarka Arena. The last 16 stand. Japan play Hungary in the round of 16. World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship 2019. For Team Japan, Tsuyoshi Yamaguchi will play with Satsuki Fujisawa, their coach J.D. Lind. For Team Hungary, Zsoltkis and Dorottya Palancia, their coach on the bench, Zoltan Palancia. As we see how this works out, Sweden ranked 1 play New Zealand ranked 16, and so on. That's how it works. They're all ranked through their groups. 6 groups we had, 8 teams per group, and 6 teams made it through. And these are the games played. New Zealand will play Sweden, Australia take on Switzerland, Japan play Hungary, and Czech Republic play Norway. The other 4 games played later on today. In mixed doubles, there's 2 players, 1 male, 1 female. There is 1 pre-position stone per team per end. The rocks to be thrown are 5 per team, and the game is scheduled for 8 ends. 22 minutes of thinking time as well. The players will throw rocks 1 and 5, or the middle 3 rocks. They are allowed to switch positions between ends if they so like. No takeouts until the 4th played stone of each end, and there's 1 power play for both teams to use at some point during the game. As we now start to get ready, I'll introduce myself, Sandra Rolvang. I'm joined by mixed doubles expert Tabitha Peterson. Good morning.
Good morning, Sander.
So exciting when we get to this stage of the tournament, as we see Japan picking up the hammer, last stone advantage. They were outdrawing Hungary in the pre-game practice, so they'll have that edge as we come into the game. We see Team Japan discussing the ice for the first throw, but it is Team Hungary to get us going here. Zsoltkis will throw the very first stone of this knockout game.
80, gyorsabb, tolja. Ilyen backline.
Important for this first stone to be placed anywhere on the center line,
10,
top 4 foot, or on the button, or even frozen on the back red stone. Looks like this one will slide a little bit heavy. So Japan with a chance to put the pressure on Hungary early here. They make this nice draw.
Here is Satsuki Fujisawa.
Maybe just getting a little tricked by the Hungary stone going through the rings. This one does come up a little bit short and wrecks on the center guard.
Dorottya Palancia, only 23 years old. Already 2-time world champion in the mixed doubles discipline. All the way back in 2013, also 2015 with Zsoltkis.
Yeah, this is their 6th world mixed doubles appearance. So definitely a lot of experience for this Hungarian duo. She'll make the nice freeze there.
Tsuyoshi Yamaguchi will throw those middle 3 rocks for Team Japan.
Has played a lot of men's curling. This is their second World Mixed Doubles Championships for this Japanese pair, placing 5th last year.
Was a 6-time runner-up at the Pacific Asia Curling Championships with his team Norozumi. Finally picked up the title in 2016 and also finally qualified for the Olympic Games last year in Pyeongchang.
First time ever for a Japanese men's team to make an appearance at the Olympics.
Except when they were hosting,
I suppose,
in '98. But yes, that was a special moment for them when they did qualify. They've tried for so many years. Never medaled at the World Men's, but came close. Oh, and Schultkiss takes a little bit of a tumble. We do see that seemingly a bit more often in mixed doubles. So many things happening, so many having to jump up and sweep and move around all the time. The ice is slippery. You see Schultkiss just holding his knee a bit. Just hope that's not going to affect him. I think he's okay.
I think so. Yeah, players sweeping more with using their slider versus two grippy feet. So maybe that leads to more potential falls as well.
Yamaguchi calling a technical timeout there for a second. Wasn't sure if the handle was working. Sometimes there's the batteries runs out on these things. Seems to be okay. We get the green lights going.
Will nick their own stone out as they make that takeout. Yeah, players get really used to throwing with the sensor handles. They're used in a lot of big championships to make sure the player releases the stone before the hog line.
Oh. Söpet! 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 Semmi! Kifele roll!
Arra is jó. Okay.
Will make the hit and sit 2. Japan does have hammer here though, so they will ignore both those yellow stones and try to draw around the center.
Okay.
Very strong sweeper. Yamaguchi. Of course, played second with his men's team. Has been skipping his own team this season in Japan. But even failed to make it to the Japanese championship. There's a lot more depth to Japanese curling than many might realize. And we have seen some new teams, both in the men's and women's, in the last few years.
Igen.
Making their wave on the World Curling Tour.
And Team Matsumura with a strong performance at the World Men's just 2 weeks ago.
Kish with the down weight takeout attempt through the port. They will get it and they'll make the roll.
Very nice. Didn't want to leave it in the hole there. Leave the open hit for Japan. Makes the roll underneath that corner guard. Will force Fujisawa to draw against 3 here in the first end. Now you play a lot of rocks to win the hammer, but that's coming home. First end always going away. Is it a bit of a guess? For weight. Or are they coming a little bit wider just to be safe on the guard? Could the speed be a little bit different? Last rock, first end. No panic from Yamaguchi so far. But keeping a keen eye on this rock. Now starting to go. Trying to keep this one alive, need a piece of the forefoot. He will get it.
Great shot.
Clutch draw from Fujisawa. Nice sweep by Yamaguchi. Japan scores 1. And that is a score after one end of play. 1-0.
That's good.
It is the round of 16. The 1/8. Not as catchy, but paints the picture. Winner of this game will progress to the quarterfinals.
Sweet 16, I like to call it.
Okay. 48 teams we had in this mixed doubles competition. 16 has made it through from the group stages. And not only do they have now a chance to make it through and medal at this event, but there's a second prize to making it top 16 this year as well.
Top 16 teams from this event will go on to the World Championships next year, qualifying their country. And the remaining 4 spots, so there'll only be 20 teams at next year's Worlds. The remaining 4 spots will be determined by a qualification event.
I'm thinking even further forward. Next year's World Championship even more important than this one.
Olympic qualification points on the line. The 2 World Championships leading up to the Olympics. So 2020 and 2021 World Championships. The way teams place, they will earn points for their country towards the Olympics.
Ez úgy tepp, hogy a shooter lecsorog?
Hogy?
A shooter lecsorog, mert ugye nem látszik a sárga a pirostól.
Ha csak 8-as, akkor nem. A 8-9, akkor itt tud maradni. 8-9, pont épp csak annyit kéne megtanulni, legyen 10 centit, és meg ott maradunk, és nem tudjuk ütni.
Jó.
So the angle's pretty good for Japan here. Their red stones sitting on top of the yellow stones.
Szerintem 80 jó. Light release.
Mehet, irány miatt is.
Nem rossz.
Irány miatt kell.
Erő megvan. Nem, nincs meg.
Mehet, irány is. Irány miatt nagyon kell végig. Jól és csak végig, nagyon.
Trying to tap their Yellowstone back, and it will just overcurl a hair on them.
Let's take a look elsewhere. Sweden picking up a steal in the first end on New Zealand. Australia scoring 3 on Switzerland. Also Czech Republic stealing 1 on Team Norway.
微妙。できれば内側に入りたい。それかタップでロール。これ？いやこれでいいよ。
The winner of this game will go on to play the winner of the Switzerland-Australia game.
Let's get. Go. ちょっと待てるよ。待って。台湾いいよ、上といけ。ファイスキー。ちょっと押すよ。ちょっと押すよ。
Trying to just freeze that stone, but they will tap it to shot rock. Japan does have a tap again on that red stone into the yellow. So Hungary trying to change the angles up. Maybe take that away for Team Japan.
5-4 is jó. Most ezt nem nagyon tudjuk mozgatni. Ha jól áll szögbe, akkor talán most azt nem tudja használni, de...
Kettő közé kéne a frízni a
A kettő közé is jó, igen. Tehát ha már a sárgára ráfrízel és picit, már az is jó.
Jó.
Reagált.
Jó.
Itt lassabb.
Mehet, igen. Végig!
Csak 3! 3-2!
Amíg megy! Kis kockéna a gárdról! Végig! Ho!
Ends up guarding. As we see the coach for Team Hungary, Zoltán Palanca, father of Dorottya. He's been with them quite a lot.
Azt hittem, a piros közelebb van a sárgához.
It's going to be important to be able to follow a team for a long time. Maybe you start to see trends. It's easier to see what you need to work on, or you can remember back when you played your best curling and what you did. Just try and track all the things that you do throughout a season or seasons.
Yeah, and the athlete-coach relationship as well is a big player, very important to how a team plays if that relationship is strong. So Japan quite happy with Hungary's Hungary's draw coming up light there, so they will also add a guard.
J.D. Lind from Calgary, Alberta. Was also in Lethbridge for the World Men's Championship, as it was just not far away from his hometown. He's been coaching the Japanese teams for quite a few years now.
45 lenne. Hát annyi kell, hogy ezt ide betolja, és ezt még ki is üsse.
Értem.
Hát egy 30-40 kell, mutassak. Most lehet mutatnám.
Mutass.
Gyakorlatilag nósz kell.
Mutatta.
Itt Dóri, esetleg szűk, bejön, az sem rossz.
Jó.
30-40.
Nothing that easy for Hungary right now to set up more than one, so they are looking at playing at the guards, peeling or maybe running back.
Szűk! Szűk! Oh, schwer! Oh, 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 schwer, schwer, schwer! Oh.
Almost.
Pretty close.
Okay.
Hát az a baj, ez volt szerintem benne.
何が悪いって。これが悪い。ギリギリこういう感じ？
It was not easy.
それ
Almost
結構
had
危
to
ないよ
catch it thinner to have less weight.
Yeah, I wonder if less weight, just tap it over
これ塞ぐか。
instead of hitting them as hard.
あ
Still not an easy in-turn draw
あ。
with those yellow guards in the way.
でもこれあるよ。
同じか結局あるから内側に締めておいた方がいい
こ
3回目これ3回目で
Japan looking to tap their redstone back onto the yellow. Can they move it enough to get shot rock?
4、5ぐらい
ドロが 14.5?
4、5ぐらいでいいと思うけど3回目だからさっきこすったし
ちょっと広めに取るよ。10ぐらい。
もうちょっと重いかもねじゃ
Fujisawa,
はい、好き。どこまでやる？
Olympic bronze medalist 2018.
好き。はい、いいよ。
2赤より前
好き。やっ。
And it looks like they're opting for the guard here.
で
Nem tudom mennyi, nem sok látszik ebből a pirosból.
Thinking maybe Hungary had maybe a slash double on those reds that they were guarding.
Nem mennéd most meg?
Nem nagyon merném ezt most így bekockáztatni, bevallom. Ebből nem látszik elég?
Hát, 0.
És egy ilyen lassabbal esetleg?
Hát, de...
Mert a vége azért fordul.
De most gondolj bele, hogy még tehát duplát kell tolni, még ráássá, igen, még a pirosnak ki kell mennie, hogy és akkor a pirosnak is ki kell menni, hogy egyáltalán legyen az, tehát az élő legyen.
Értelek, mit mondasz?
Make the smash on the red, have the top one spin down, catch their own yellow shot onto the back red.
Kicsit széles, ez megint a pirosat tolja.
Now looking at the yellow run. Run it back onto their
Ezt egy lassúval.
Yellowstone and spring into the button, but risky.
Figyelj, ezt dobtuk most az előbb egyébként.
Mármint melyiket?
Amit az előbb dobtál.
Yeah, very risky. You don't want to run it into that top
kell szélesebb.
redstone, top 4 foot into your own yellow.
It would be essentially the same shot.
That's true. They did just see this line.
Figyelj, Max, hagyom rá, inkább hagyjuk ráfordulni.
Maybe play it with less weight.
Of course, it was Dorotja that played it.
ああ、そうだね。
Will they go for it?
Ja.
Does look like it. Long raise on the yellow guard. Come off their own, stone back 4. Spin in for 2. Looking close. What do they have here? Oh,
So close.
wow. Just needed 2 more licks of the brush. What a try. What an attempt by Zsolt Kish. A brave call and so close to scoring 2. But it is just 1 and it's a tied game after 2 ends.
ナイスフォース。
せーの、ジェームス・ダグラス。
割と滑ってきたこっち帰りは。でも行きはまだちょっと重いかな。
さっきはこっち使ってこっちこっちこっちだったからこっちあんま使ってないんでね。内側だとまだ 13.7。
Szerintem inkább ilyen 90 körül van. Van hely, van hely.
Jó az erő.
Megy az, megy az, megy az. Irány megvan. Nem, van hely. Föl!
Erő!
Irány is! Irány is! Nem kívülről, belülről!
Japan, Hungary,
Okay.
all tied up
Direkt megyek
after
ilyenkor.
2.
Csak ott a gárd, és
lépd be.
az erő miatt muszáj sokkal.
まあワンだからうちワンでしょ。フリーズでも OK じゃないマージンは。どっちかというと前でも OK じゃない。前でもいいよね。
8で行くよ。
ちょっとよ。
はい、セット。
いや。
はい、セット。はい、はいよ。
いや。
はい、セット。
Fujisawa trying to come around and corner freeze the Yellowstone. We'll tap it just a smidge. Chance now for Hungary to maybe come the other way and corner freeze the red one. The corner freeze makes it hard for the other team to get a good angle at taking out your stone. So this not only would kind of guard and protect their yellow stone, but messed up the angles a little bit for Japan.
見えるか。
いや無理こっちは見えてない。
前山。バックライン。
いや結構はいちょうどね。
前山全然いい。
10ぐらいでいい。
Coming after their own red, top 8 here with back line.
ここ一番
Fujisawa
ないで。
saying, if you take the guard, it's okay.
Yeah, this one is fully buried, so they'll have to get some late curl.
82% for the week. Very solid numbers. You will generally see slightly lower percentage in mixed doubles. for several reasons. One, you don't have two sweepers. But the other is the shot difficulty is so high.
Some more great sweeping by Yamaguchi there. We've seen him all week make some really impressive full length of the sheet sweeps.
He is ranked 1, tied with Oscar Eriksson and Harry Lill.
So not only throwing well, making some shots, but helping Fujisawa make some amazing shots as well with his sweeping.
Makes a double here. Team Hungary.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
New Zealand scores 3 on Sweden to lead them by 2. Also Australia scoring 3 but giving up the single point to Switzerland. Czech Republic steals 1 to lead Norway 2-0.
De ezt csak kitoljuk és roll ide.
Igen, igen, igen.
Backline, menjek?
Maradhat. 50.
Jó.
Pretty tough to be world champion here. First step, make it out of your group, but then you need to win 4 straight games.
Some tough competition here as well. We got a lot of good teams in the playoffs. So trying to just hit their own on the outside to spin their own in and freeze on the red, but it will overshoot it a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
Trying to make the hit and roll. Maybe getting that back yellow one in the back 12 foot as well. Could maybe sit 3 after the shot. Just misses the back one, but does have 2 stones that the double is kind of guarded by the center guard. Both Japanese stones also above the tee line.
Hát a nose az egy... A nose az nem jam. Még a picit bejjebb dobsz, mint nose, az se jam.
Talking about the slash double, but maybe just gonna play the safe shot and hit one of them, try to roll under.
Kb. Az én kövöm, azt szerintem elég, igen.
We see Kish throwing stones 1 and 5. Most teams we've seen, the female throws stones 1 and 5, and the male throwing the middle 3. But teams can do it however they choose.
と内、さっきの相手内がやや重いかもしれない。まあ大丈夫か、同じライン取るから。
Jó, az így, ez a biztos persze.
14.5 まではないかもね。14.3 ぐらいの感じかな。ドローで。
So want to secure your 2 here. Is there a chance they could just get the inside and get 3 here? If they double it out.
One thing's for sure, Fujisawa never afraid of going for it.
ちょっとあるね。
いいよ、半分当てる、半分当てる、半
I
分。
don't think they'll get a double here necessarily, but they will punch this yellow far enough and score 2. The first multiple score of the game. Lead Hungary 3-1 after 3 ends of play.
Köszi.
ここ今ここだって。
じゃあこの辺。
せーの、ジェームス・ダビス。
このパスはまっすぐだわ。相手が中に入れてるだけで。
だね。ちょっとね、アイスが伸びない。
伸びない？
スープが伸びに、タイマーいいけど、ストーンが伸びない。いや、全体的に自分のタイマー伸びてない。さっきのドローンは思ったより最後いかなかった。てか最後止まっちゃう。
強いかも。はい、はい、いいよ。はい、はい、いいよ、上だけ。はい、いいよ、ライオ完璧。あ、ちょっとでした、ちょっとでした。
We are live from Stavanger, Norway, the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. I'm Sander Ovag, sitting next to Tabitha Peterson. Japan scores a 2. It's a quick game, mixed doubles. When you're down a few points, do you start to get nervous, thinking, the ends are just flying away? Or do you know you'll have a lot of chances, seeing how the game's built for an aggressive play?
Exactly. Anything can happen. With so many rocks in play, we see a lot of big scoring ends. Both teams also usually saving their power plays for the second half of the game. Our power plays, we usually see some more aggressive play from the team with hammer to try to score a bundle. Again, the first stone by each team in each end is so important to set up the end, because then you only have 4 more stones each.
Yeah. Nice hit. Yep. Yeah, nice hit. Nice hit. Clean. Clean. Wait, what?
7-8.
Oh, oh.
7-8.
Oh, clean.
Wait, good.
Clean.
8. Wait, good.
Yep.
Yes, go.
Yamaguchi saying weight's good. They will make the nice tap. So now both Hungarian Yellowstones are behind the tee line.
Nose?
Picit lehet kijebb a
You can see
nóznál.
Fujisawa normally in the house, putting down the broom for Yamaguchi, and then Yamaguchi sweeps his own stones. For Hungary, It works the way that Żołtkiś goes up, has a look in the house, tells Dorota Palancha what to play, comes back down, ready to sweep.
Yeah, two different ways of playing the game for sure. And it kind of sometimes depends on the shot selection, whether someone in the house calling line is maybe more important, or having a sweeper on it for weight.
See Sweden scoring a 3 back on New Zealand to lead by 1. Australia increasing their lead on Switzerland 5-1. Norway scoring a single in the 3rd, trailing Czech Republic by a single point.
Mixed doubles very much a touch game. Very important to find your draw weight early on, because as you see, most ends, the first couple shots are just draws to the center.
You can see Żołtkiś being a little bit upset with their previous shot. Over curled and kind of ticked out in the open. Felt like they had to bring that past and cover the button, because now Japan getting in there. You see this communication with Fujisawa in the house. Finds a good spot. That rock is in jail.
It's not going anywhere.
Hit. Hit north.
So Hungary has to try to tap some more stones back, loosen up the huge wall that exists right now, so that they can eventually get rid of that red stone, because it's going to take more than one shot.
So wanting to freeze the inside of that yellow top 4, but saying if you stop a bit shy, that's okay.
Yeah, the guard is tolerance on this throw. You'll hear a lot of players talk about plan Bs and tolerance, what the right way to miss a shot is, whether it's being just a tad light or a tad heavy, depending on the shot selection.
Run back.
We got some school children coming in to watch the action this Friday. Not a bad way to spend your first hours of your school day. Take in some curling. There is dedicated curling ice in this arena. That's where the seniors are playing the World Championship. Of course, 2 World Championships going on at the same time this week under the same roof. Beautiful building. Normally also hockey, speed skating, rock climbing, all kinds of things to do here. And there's also another 4-sheet dedicated curling club. Only a short drive from here, so might see some curlers come from Stavanger in the future, and you never know if there's a world champion sitting on that bench as we speak.
So 8 rocks, all touching the forefoot. This is what we think of when we think of mixed doubles curling. Both teams making some good shots, piling them in there. It is Japan that is sitting shot rock currently.
ちょっとよ。
ちょっとつけててほしい。ちょっと曲がりやすそう。はいよ、ナイスキープ。
ガード。2。
ちょっと曲げたい。
So we saw Hungary peel the center guard. Japan deciding to replace it, protect their shot stone.
Ez jobb, mint ez.
Igen.
Ha sikerül neki pöcölni, akkor akár lehet egy. Most azt nézem, hogy esetleg így.
Én is nem gondolkodtam.
Coaches with the binoculars.
Nem tudom, hogy van-e, tehát erőben meg tudom-e azt dobni, hogy kitoljuk mindkettőt.
Usually,
Vagy a rámbek.
coaches on the bench try to look at the rocks that the teams are throwing,
Hát lehet kettő oda.
try to get some information on what other teams are throwing for rocks.
Próbáljuk az elsőt. Így.
Átfordul szerinted?
Belülről szerintem állít. De csak egy ilyen 60. Egy deadline-t kéne dobnunk kb. Nem?
Hát nem erősebbet, mert az biztos, hogy nem fordul rá.
60-70.
Jó.
So Hungary has to be a little careful here.
That's fine.
They don't want to move their stone that's maybe sitting second.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Spät, spät!
Trying to just double the shot rock off the button. Will it be enough?
Looks like one red, maybe.
Yeah, one red. This one's for sure. Just one red. Yeah.
Do you agree? It is a red. One single point for Team Japan. They steal, increase their lead to 4-1. And it's half time. 4 ends played. Teams will have a short break. And we'll be back with more.
休憩だけど。
あ、休憩だった。忘れてた。
ワン、スティール。
でもさ、タップしてさ、相手ノーズだダブだよ。
Yeah, and all the yellows go.
昨日超重かったよ。
5になったやつだよね。
あと相手の1投目がインターンから来ない。大体。違うか。あ、アウトーム使ってるか。ただ右サイドだった。
Yeah, so which turn are you going to throw first? In turn?
ね、どっちでもいいけど。
はいはい。
Yeah, so you threw the out turn, or this side, right? And then going that way. But if you throw the in turn, just watch, right? It might be heavy.
Heavy だよ。
With the frost there.
いい？あとでいい？
Yeah, I think throw the out.
Okay.
Yeah, you know the out turn, right?
Kap egy tolást a körül, tehát sokkal később kezdje el azt a fordulást, mint a tiétek. Mert ilyen 4.30-akat csúsznak ki.
Ja. Saját köt megtem, az 4.30 volt.
Ezek a lánynak az első 3 drója, amit dobott, ugye két ebben 3 dró dobott, az 14.43 volt, de századra ugyanannyi volt.
First end, Hungary line 3. Satsuki Fujisawa needing to draw for the single. Big sweep at the end from Yamaguchi. Fujisawa joining in. Will bring it into the forfeit. Score 1. And the second, Hungary lying 1. And it's a brave call by Zsoltkish to try and run their own stone in. Some risk with this one, but gets so close. Just a hair away from scoring 2. Just a single, though. And a tied game after 2 ends. In the third, Japan with a chance to put a 2 on the board. Fujisawa past the guard. Onto the yellow, sits for the 2 points. And with that steal and the fourth end, they lead this game 4-1. And we see Japan also playing better than Hungary percentage-wise. Big edge there, and of course a 3-point lead as well. Looking elsewhere, we see Sweden now up 5-3 on New Zealand, Australia up 5-1 on Switzerland, and Czech Republic leads Norway 3-1. Let's continue this show. Japan-Hungary. First knockout game in this World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. I'm Sander Olvag, joined by Mixed Doubles extraordinaire Tabitha Peterson. Japan's up by 3. Hungary with last stone. Still too early to use their power play.
Yeah, we'll see some teams choose to play their power play in the 5th end, but most try to save it for 6, 7, or 8 later in the game.
What's the thinking there? Why not use it in the first end?
You could. You really could, but, you know, wanting to get a feel for the ice, seeing how the game goes the first half, your power play can be a good tool to help you, if you're winning the game, get that extra few points on the board and make the difference. Or sometimes teams will choose to save it for the very last end if possible, if it's a close game and they're tied and they want to try to keep it open and make sure they can for sure score their 1 for the win.
You can use it as an aggressive tool to score big, but also more as a defensive tool to keep it open.
Exactly.
Irány! Ó! Figyelj, Csupán! Csupán! 6! Csupán! Csupán! Végig!
Big sweep from Zsoltkish. Trying to get this past the center guard. They do.
Starting to see another pile up of rocks in the 4-foot. Japan sitting 2. They do not have hammer. So thinking about throwing another guard or maybe trying to get one just top 12, top 8, half around the guard.
ラインナップしてから1点で収まる気がするけど、こっちから来られても。
こっちも2点は 2個はかかるけど。
1個かかるけど、1個押されたらちょっと次きつくなるここにあるから。
Corner freeze, the yellow top forefoot.
Taking a look at the scores elsewhere. Again, speeding up by 2 on New Zealand. Australia keep pounding away at Switzerland. 6-1 the score. Czech Republic still leading Norway 3-1. Actually, Switzerland using their power play in that 4th end, giving up a steal of a single. Long way back for the Swiss. Not as long way back for Hungary. And 3.
Again, this game, the winner, Japan, Hungary, will play the winner of Switzerland, Australia.
Get the feeling like Hungary should be the next team to score in this game.
They haven't scored since the 2nd end.
Ha esetleg ezt csak ide toljuk, és mi itt maradunk, vagy rám back.
Hungary in a little bit of trouble here, trying to figure out if there's any way that they can move around the angles, but they will just choose to kill the center guard.
I think maybe running it back even.
Running it back.
Trying to rattle some stones and open it up, but over curls.
Yep.
Well, just gets a lick.
Okay.
On the top red, 8
Yeah.
foot.
Change that because 8 good.
Not bad there.
Hoppá, micsoda kifejezése.
Does move the angles around a little bit, touching that red stone over. Their shooter rolling to a corner guard. Could also potentially block off that out-turn draw for them in the end.
Piros, sárga, piros! Ezt nem kívülről dobnád?
Wow, this one curling a lot. Inside out.
Maybe just got that one started. Kicks thrown yellow at the side door.
Szerintem belülről jobb volt. Nem mondom, hogy mindkettő, hogy bármelyik.
They've been left with some pretty tricky shots so far. Japan really putting the pressure on Team Hungary.
A chance to pile on the pressure here. Fujisawa. Put the top 4, top button.
Wow, what a great shot.
Just dead frozen on their own shot.
Great sweeping.
Japan sit 2. And as you often do in mixed doubles. You might have a hard time finding a way to score. You wonder what the pink and blue and black tape on Yamaguchi is. It's kinesiology tape. Supposed to relieve some muscle pain.
Jazz up your uniform a little bit.
Yeah.
Not a lot here for Hungary.
You have here trying to slash the red. Well, that's a good shot by Zsoltkish to cut Japan down to 1.
Got to be happy with that one.
Kind of mixed feelings. Wanted to score, but you couldn't do much more with their last. Japan will steal another point on Hungary and lead this game 5-1.
Take a power play.
よし。サイドは絞ってます。
曲がる？
昨日は結局ハックなかったってことだよね。
ハックなかった？
多分昨日よりは絞ってないけど。オッケー。オッケー。幅確認しよう。
大体ね、最近ね、12よりちょい中でやってますから。一番前の試合の時はね、ここでよかった。
Japan leads Hungary 5-1, and now the end looks a bit different. You see the power play up on the scoreboard. Hungary trying to get something going.
Power play for Hungary, yep. They will start the pre-positioned stones on the wing, on the side of the sheet, instead of in the middle. Starting with one of their own in the house with a corner guard. Japan did play the tick shot on the corner guard, rolling their shooter out and pushing the corner guard into the rings. So not able to remove any stones, but you can roll your shooter out.
Why have the guard on the side of the sheet? I thought curling was all about getting your stones in the middle.
It's a different strategy. When you have hammer, your goal really is to keep it a little more open, forcing play to the sides, so that you, if anything, will just have a chance to just draw for one. Make sure you score is the biggest goal. Hungary here, down 4. They want to score a big end on their power play here, if possible.
Still Still not allowed to play any takeouts, so just coming down to the yellow to freeze it or just bump it back. Can't bump it beyond the back line. Will they? No. Pretty nice touch out there. Another foot and a half, and you violate the modified free guard zone for the mixed doubles. Not allowed to remove any of your opponent's stones or your own stones anywhere in play. And the house, outside the house, doesn't matter.
So Hungary in desperate need of a big score in this end. They will try to come down and just tap the Japanese stones back. Try to stay on top of them, hoping at some point Japan will make a jam. And this one is just coming up light. Doesn't even make it into the house. Mistake there by Hungary. Possibly a different track, different weight going inside out versus outside in. Maybe she got tricked on that.
Well, curls a bit again. We did see her maybe being a little bit soft on the clockwise throw, the previous end as well. Coming from the inside out.
Well, Japan can hit, and
maybe get the double here. Kiki. That worked.
That's a little bonus.
Yamaguchi actually apologizing to Schultz-Gish there.
Not what they intended to do, but
it's not quite like in snooker where you have to call the shot beforehand, but if you are lucky, it's often okay to just say sorry to your opponent. Does leave a lot of rocks behind the tee line though, so a chance for Hungary to try and use them.
Várni kell. Figyelj! Söpöd! Ho! Söpöd! Söpöd! Ho! Ho!
Erő! Erő!
Mehet!
Trying to tap this red back, a foot maybe. Sit in the nest. Comes close, a little freeze. As we see Sweden steal 2 and increase their lead on New Zealand 7-3. Same for Australia, stealing 1, up 7-1 on Switzerland now. Norway currently using their power play against Czech Republic to try and get back to scratch. In the 6th, they're down by 3.
石からこのぐらい開けるよ。ワンパット開けてぐらい。このぐらいでいくよ。
セットしたらそんなに曲がんないかも。
Not easy to get that yellow one out.
no, not easy. You'll definitely remove 1 or 2 of your own if you try. But they don't really want those stones there anyway, because Hungary can use them to, like we saw, freeze.
Big weight from Yamaguchi, trying to catch a thin piece, but also over curling in this spot.
Does remove the backing though.
Also leaves some backing.
Szerintem is.
A little bit of a pocket there for Hungary. Still a chance to get something going in this power play end.
Az előző 85 volt, és azért megállt a vége?
Megáll a vége. Picit beljebb is vagyunk. Ugye, ha
De
kocol
gondolom,
és roll, az se
sokkal
baj.
beljebb, mert a vége meg annyira...
So probably wanting to just, again, draw to that same side. Corner freeze, the red one. It's just behind the tee line.
Mehet, én is érzem gyorsnak, mehet, mehet, mehet! Irány jó! Irány nagyon jó, még széles, széles! Nem jó az irány!
Better looking line and weight this time.
Oh! Sammy!
Just want to sit on the corner of that red for second shot. Maybe just a slight oversweep,
So
but
close.
maybe okay.
Yeah.
Not sure if you can get both yellows. Not sure if there's enough room between the two reds to squeak it out.
Japan don't want to get too cute here. Just make sure to eliminate at least one. Because giving up 2 is okay with a 4-point lead.
Here we see some Japanese fans, some Japanese athletes in the Senior World Championships looking on. There's Fujisama's father in the baseball cap. I wonder if they're just hitting the most left yellow here, potentially, just to kill one. Thought about nosing the top yellow first. What do they get here? They get, whoa, they jam in the back. Didn't see that one coming. And all of a sudden, a chance for Hungary to draw for 3. See how that works out.
Na. Én ugyanazt adnám, amiket próbáltunk. Picit jöhetsz ki szerintem, hogy... De minimálisan.
Szerintem piros-fehér.
Jó.
Lifeline for Hungary here. Did not look like they were going to score 3 halfway through this power play end. Now they should have a pretty routine shot for 3 points. Żołtkiewicz throws it. Palancha keeps it clean. It will enter the rings for a score of 3. And the hopes for Hungary are back. Japan, though, still leading this game, 5-4.
Na mi legyen? Én freeze dobnék.
Én vagy center 6-os dobnék, vagy gárdot. De inkább gárdot. Miért te freeze, vagy mit? A freeze is tetszik.
Figyelj, force egy jó.
A force egy, az tök jó.
Szűkebb is egy picit talán.
Lassabb is.
Nem, hely van hely.
Erő is jó.
Van hely, csak az erő. Irány nagyon szép lesz. Talán szélesebb. Várj. Spök! Irány is, irány!
Team Japan will choose to use their power play come the 7th end.
Megfaszál. Bocsi.
Semmi baj.
Żołtkiewicz trying to freeze that red stone that is placed behind the corner.
フリーズでもいいけど。
フリーズ？
あっち。
いやワンツーでいいよ全然。だからちょっと強めの方がいいよこの辺。
I'm not sure if they got shots thrown there, Hungary. Japan will just look to split the rings. Don't want to do anything too fancy here. Quite happy to score 2 and take a 3-point lead.
最後いいよ。上がってきたよ。最後ちょっと絞ってそう。結構曲がってる。結構曲がっちゃってるよ。
You can see Japan lying 1 and now lying 2. Close battle between Fujisawa and Palancha.
80.
És milyen irány dobja?
But Fujisawa
Én a
throwing
vonattól
rocks.
picit eldobtam,
1 and 5,
de
often
nem jött,
more
viszont utána
penalized
szépen elindul.
Jó, hogy most a sárgánkat tette be?
Igen,
on that
Azután a
last
másik
rock.
pirosat, bocsánat.
de melyiket szeretnél?
Jó, tetszik ez a sárga-piros.
Palancha having a few struggles,
Akkor mit dobja, bocsánat, irányra?
couple of errors.
Jó.
80. Ö- 50, de nem ez.
Hol?
Nem 50.
Várj! Figyelj! Hol?
Erő van, van erő.
Nem látok.
11,
Ó!
11.
Ó!
Another mistake from Palancha here.
Okay.
Trying to come in and
14.5
sit 3 by corner freezing the Yellowstone behind the corner guard.
Okay. High skid. High skid, 曲がってきたよ。Clean. High skid. Yep. Yep. はいはいよ。Yep. High skid. Nice skid. Nice skid. Whoa.
He'll make it pretty perfect. Just a little rub.
Team Hungary in trouble.
Idő?
No center guard. Japan lying
Timeout.
3 and, well, one in trouble. Call your timeout maybe. Have a talk and bring the coach down. Figure out how to get out of this mess.
Yeah, smart
Azt gondolom, mert
to call a timeout. They still have 3 rocks remaining. So the coach can help them talk through multiple shots. Try to get out of this end.
Ugye azon, hogy mondjuk ide hívjuk most, és utána B a hosszabb, meg ez se baj. Na, már max vagy ez. Picit szögbe is jó belül, mert ha megüti akkor, tehát ha nagyon pici szög van, akkor ugye ez arra megy.
Igen.
Hát vagy egy ilyen.
Hát nem tudom.
Én 3 opciót látok. Az egyik a sárgát kívülről megütni, de azzal csak egy pirosat veszünk és semmi nem történik. Elvesztettünk egy sárgát, azt hagynám. A másik, hogy innen hit and roll és próbálni közelíteni arra. A harmadik, hogy oda egy freeze. Igen. Vagy oda egy freeze.
Vagy ide egy freeze.
Oda egy freeze-t, igen.
Ha azt megüti, ugye, tehát,
Akkor
kilóg, és akkor meg 4.
Úgyhogy még lehet, hogy a hit and roll lenne a legüdvözítőbb.
Aha.
Közelíteni a másik oldal felé, és a következőre hátra sikerül oda úgy elbújni, hogy ne férjen hozzá.
Jó, legyen ez.
Jó?
Jó. Honnan dobjam?
Ahonnan szeretném.
Legyen belülről. Erő normál, vagy? Hogy legyen, gondolom, pattanás.
Normál, aha.
Söpört! 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 Végig, végig, végig! Nagyon, nagyon. Nose.
Trying to make a roll over. Well, just hit on the nose. Might not be too bad. Might leave a double on the next one as we see Australia picking up a win on Switzerland. The Swiss could never come back from the 4-point lead Australia had after 3 ends, another steal and 6. First team that moves on through to the quarterfinals.
Winner of our feature game here will play Australia in the next round.
One rolling in just a little bit here. Japan was quite a bit across, but definitely no double now for Hungary. But the roll in behind those 2 reds becomes a bit shorter, but still very tough.
Intern inkább!
Kish coming down to hold the broom.
You had a good one here, Hungary.
Where their shooter rolls is very important for them here. They want to roll just underneath the red. Will over curl, jam.
Actually jams for Japan to lie 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Lassabb volt szerintem.
Sweden leads New Zealand 9-3, stealing 2, and the Kiwis power play end. We see Australia picking up that win on Australia. And it's a very close game between Czech Republic and Norway. The Czechs up by 1 and currently in their power play end.
Okay.
Trying to avoid the jam here. Yamaguchi. Sounds pretty good. Feels that yellow, rolls to the side of the forefoot. What is now left for Hungary? Not much.
Japan sits 4, and they have hammer.
Get the feeling like this is either going to be a steal and a tied game or handshakes. Hungary had to give it a go. You see Tsuyoshi Yamaguchi playing just an extraordinary game. 90% for a mixed doubles game.
Very impressive.
Even 69 for Zsolt Kish is not a bad game. He's throwing rocks 1 and 5 as well. He's had some tough ones.
Trying to make the perfect freeze here.
Needs to be dead on the nose of the shot stone here. Dorothea Palancha sweeping. Weight looks okay. This is starting to curl too much though. It is. And it's not going to get there. It is in there for second shot. Slightly tricky to remove for 5 at least. There's a couple of ways to jam here. And you wonder if Japan just might want to try and smash it out of there. Just pick it.
Yeah, either way, 4 or 5. It's probably game over.
A little bit tough to poke it through the hole. Ever tickle the red on the forefoot, might redirect onto the back one. And if you catch it just a hair high, you could just straight jam it on the back one.
謝っとる時間使う。いや、いいよ。ここ決めてもいいよ、別に。いいよ、ピールで。半分？3分の 1？ まあ、半分当たれば余裕で。
Maybe just peel it thin.
私ギリギリだよ。多分半分だったら私の人だとジャブると思う。
Fujisawa coming down to just take a second look at where she needs to hit this rock.
Even if you do jam and kill that back red, you do score 3. Still pretty good. We'll catch a quarter here and score 4. That might be it for Team Hungary at this World Championship. Satsuki Fujisawa, usually a very cool customer. Here, a chance to pretty much clinch a ticket into the quarterfinals. It's hanging. It is hanging. Is he going to curl enough? I'm not sure. It's not.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And the shooter stays for 1. But that could have been 4. Not able to pull the trigger.
It.
And this is still a curling game, folks. Stay where you are. Japan only up by 2. 6-4. 1 end to go. Japan, Hungary. In this game, round of 16, winner goes to the quarterfinals. Hungary was able to score 3 in their power play. Got a bit of a break in that end on Satsuki Fujisawa's last stone, but what a break they caught on the previous end. Fujisawa with a pretty clean-cut chance for a big score, at least a 4, but only scores the single. Hungary still alive, just trailing by 2. It does have hammer in this 8th end. Another team is ready for the quarterfinals. Sweden will win this game 9-4. The Kiwis put a little bit of a scare into them by scoring a 3 early, but it was all Sweden after that. So 2 games remain on the ice in this session. Our Japan-Hungary game. Also Czech Republic, Norway. We are currently tied, playing the 8th end.
So all the rocks behind the tee line to start us off in this end. Scoring area a little small right now for Hungary, so they'll try to come in and just tap stones back. This one hanging out. Again, slips behind the tee line. Japan will play the in-turn freeze on their own stone. Yamaguchi hopping up to sweep his own throw. Great shot. Again, you see Japan really putting the pressure on Hungary early in the end.
Most viszont ki kell tolni onnan mögül a sárgát, és elég egyenesen jönnek a kövek itt most. Valamelyik 4. kő volt, ami nagyon egyenes, és csak a vége fordult be.
Mennyit dobja?
Ez 85 volt, picit lehet gyorsabb, csak gyere beljebb.
Jó. Mehet, irányís, nagyon!
Getting tight to that center guard here, Dorothea Palancha. Schultz desperately trying to hold it, but it's going to wreck on the center guard. And things are looking tough now for Hungary. So taking a look around, we saw Sweden pick up a win on New Zealand to go through to the quarterfinals. Australia will join them after a win over Switzerland, and currently only a few rocks left in the Czech Republic-Norway game. And the other half of the round of 16 will be played in the next session here in Stavanger.
So they need,
Timeout,
they need
Japan.
2 shots to get both your reds, right? So if you just guard it, tight guard, they have to try and tap their number 3 back. So just a tight guard, and then if they make it, you probably just guard again, or you might have a freeze or something, right? Yeah, just a guard, yeah. Yeah, no,
Advice
like you want to
from
guard.
Coach
'Cause in the
J.D.
house,
Lind.
like they might try a top weight run back. So yeah, just right there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right on the nose. Yeah. Yeah, right on center.
Teams get 1 timeout per game.
Yeah, because you're very safe on the outturn side.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you're very safe that side. Yeah. Well, and if they come around and tap, like you have all those stones there, right? Yeah. So margins is. Thanks.
こっちからやってもとりあえずワン取れないしね。もしここになっても。こっち側でこっち側で。ちょっと広め。
What's the thinking here? Throwing the guard.
So those 2 Japanese redstones are pretty locked in there. JD's stating that Hungary only has 2 stones left, and they also need 2 stones to even have a chance to remove those. So if Japan makes a good guard here, Hungary might be forced to make the run. Guarding is not easy in mixed doubles, though.
Wanted to guard the shot stone here. Nibble of the center line, essentially, for Yamaguchi. Trying to make it curl a bit more here. Under curls a sliver.
Leaves the right side open.
Vagy
you need to get room for two.
Mozgatunk, vagy most még csak ide rakjuk, és utána.
Nem tolnád meg, ugyanúgy, mint...
Hát megtolhatjuk, csak semmi nem fog történni, de egyébként megtolnám. Mindenképpen kell az, hogy ez lejöjjön. De igazából majdnem nózzel el kell fordulni, hogy ne nagyon változzon az, hogy...
Igen.
Mert minél inkább így ellaposodik, annál rosszabb a dug.
Milyen erő?
Csak egy backline.
70? És mit dobnál irányra?
Fehér közepén. Erő jó.
Plancha with the out turn. Trying to tap.
Semmi.
Kéne.
Chopin!
Did she move them far enough?
Well, in there for second shot. Maybe have the angle slash run on that Yellowstone in the top corner. Maybe. Kind of looks like the only shot at the moment.
でもこっちもないもんね。
そっちはない。多分それはないと思うんだよね。これしかないと思うよ。
So Japan can
これ
guard it or hit it to remove that shot for Hungary.
多分でもこれはここはさ多分ないわこれはやっぱりスポッと入る。
いやないと思うないと思う。相手さ狙うならこっちだと思うこっちだと思う。
いやどっちもどっち。時間があと1分半。で、長めでもいいね。
Norway did lie shot stone before the final throw for Susanna Pailova, but she kept her cool and tapped it back for the single point and the win. Czech Republic are through to the quarterfinals as well, beating Norway. And they're on their home soil. Maybe some disappointed school children this morning.
So
the guard is the call here for Japan, guarding that angle run in on the yellow.
You could guard it or peel it, but I guess there's more of a chance you do something wrong with the peel. Ever just catch it thin and make a mess in the forfeit somehow. Does this curl enough?
Either one's good as long as you make it.
It does curl and is placed right in front of that yellow. So is there anything for Team Hungary to score two here? Either way, I'll be very impressed.
Just over a minute left on Hungary's clock.
Ez így nem, ez itt beragad, mint az állat, ne?
Hát...
Ez sétál.
Nem tudom, milyen csoda kéne ahhoz, hogy ne ragadjon be.
Do you run that red guard back? Still make that yellow slash? Angles aren't great for it.
Hát pont jó az a gár neki, most nem nagyon tudunk. Éppen, hogy látszik valamennyi. Azt ütnéd, vagy a gárdal, de az, hogy utána meg nem marad benne. Nem?
Hát nem tudom.
Tehát hát más nem lesz se. Nem?
Az biztos nincs benne, ugye, hogy a sárgát, ha középen megütjük.
Nincs, belagad, az a piros, ezt belagadni utána.
Hát inkább a gárdal ütném akkor, mert a sárgából nem látszik semmi, nem?
A pirossal?
Igen, de le fog járni az időnk.
Nem fog lejárni. Ezt nem láttam a szöget.
Last stone for Team Hungary will be the double run slash. Going to catch us a bit too high and we'll run it into the forfeit, but it is Japan to score. Maybe even two. Japan is through to the quarterfinals. Just going to have a look to see how many points. Just for the final score. I think they agree on 3 red to make the score 9-4. Not that that matters a lot. What matters for Japan is that they are through to the quarterfinals. And for Team Hungary, the 2-time world champions, they are knocked out.
So much terrace house, you know, terrace.
Ah, yes.
So I think
like
I speak Japanese.
Wow.
But I don't.
Wow.
Anna Hasselberg comes over to have a chat. Team Sweden also through, beating New Zealand. Great friendship
I only seen that season.
amongst the athletes and the sport.
Yeah, younger, yeah, very popular.
They cook so like every meal is like you wanna eat like they cook so good dinner all the time.
So that was the first session of the round of 16 over. 4 more games to be played in the next session. And here we see the first half. Sweden beating New Zealand 9-4. Australia picking up a win on Switzerland 8-1. Our game, Japan, Hungary. 9-4 win for the Japanese. They are through. And Czech Republic with a last rock win on Norway to come through as well. Well, we're gonna take a look back at our game. Sixth end. Hungary with power play, a chance to score 3. Just a draw to the open house for Zsoltkis. And Hungary are back in a flash, just trailing by 1. In the 7th end, a chance for Satsuki Fujisawa to put the game to the rest. Just want to peel out the yellow stone, but doesn't curl enough. Just leaves them sitting 1 and scoring 1. Could have been game over, but they take a 2-point lead coming into the 8th end, where not much was left for Zsoltkis. Desperate attempt at a double run. Doesn't come off. And Japan ends up stealing another 3. Put the scoreline at 9-4. Japan through to the quarterfinals.
Do you know Tsubasa?
Co-worker.
So we are just waiting to get a word in with Team Japan. They're making their way through to the next stage. They're going to have to win 4 games straight to be world champions, and they have won the first one. But of course, for each game you play, the harder it gets. You have Team Japan now with Tabitha Peterson.
Well done, Team Japan. Great win. Fun to watch. Controlling most of the game. Were you a little worried after the 6th and 7th ends?
Yes, we had a good start on the first half of the game, but we struggle with ice, especially top weight and 6th, 7th end. But we had a good finish, and last end it's
a little bit of a breather. You guys smile and laugh out there a lot. How do you have so much fun?
何したんですか？
なんかよく笑ってるけど。
はい。Yeah. 6th end, 7th end. She face is cloudy, but I forget smile. Okay, keep smile. I said after 7th end. So next game, I forget, keep smile and keep focus. Just do it.
Satsuki, your father here playing in the senior world championships, is this extra special for you to have him here playing?
Yeah, I'm very excited to play with father, senior and mixed doubles, and now he was watching my games, so and I'm very happy to go on to quarterfinal. I'm very excited.
Well, good luck. You play Australia tomorrow, so play well.
Thank you.
Thank you. ありがとう日本。Thank you 世界の皆さん。
Team Japan keeps on going. As we see, a couple of teams have whole practice out there. We see Sweden will play Czech Republic. And the first quarterfinal, Australia will play Japan. And the next 2 quarterfinals will be determined in the next session, where the 4 other games in the round of 16 will be played. It's far from over here in Stavanger, Norway. Stay tuned for more action at the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. We thank you for watching.
Oh.